What's up, Stans? This is John here, and I'm new to K-pop. I've been a fan for about 2 months, and I've seen unpopular opinion videos all over the YouTube universe, so I decided to make my own, but from a perspective of a fan who just got here and my first impressions on K-pop. So let's just get right into it. One of my first impressions, or maybe an unpopular opinion, is artists not being able to show their tattoos on Korean TV. I just don't understand this rule. Maybe it's a culture thing. It's something that I just can't understand. But I don't understand why artists like Chaeyoung from Twice and other artists around the industry have to cover their tattoos with tape whenever they perform live. You also don't see them in videos, but some artists do show their tattoos in videos. But I just think tattoos are an expression of individuality, an expression of artists' creative talent, and an insight into their personality as well. I guess here in America, since we're a culture that just focuses more on individuality, it's something that is harder for me to understand. But I think it would be great to have artists be able to display their tattoos on TV and in live performances. It's just a popular opinion. Maybe somebody can explain it to me in the comments. I'm open. My next opinion, Irene and Sugi's Naughty. It's got to be the most best choreographed videos I've seen in K-pop. Why? Because they incorporate tutting, something that I just haven't seen in K-pop yet. Now, there might be some artists that might have done it and I've not come across them yet, and feel free to point those out to me. But you need to see more stuff like this. Tutting is something that you just see in hip-hop and in dance, but it's something that's not easy to do, and they pull it off perfectly in this video. They pull it off in a way that still stays true to their K-pop genre and grooves with the music. It's very, very tight. I love it. Even the view from one of the members' angle as they tut to the other. It's just innovative. Not even something I've seen in hip-hop videos. I mean, what's not to like about that? It's perfect. And something you just don't see a lot. At least this fan hasn't seen a lot of it. Oh, I know this one's gonna fire up a lot of people, especially what you see playing in the background. But not to just focus on Blackpink, but in general. I've seen a lot of forums and comments on why K-pop fandoms can be toxic. And it's something that nobody really likes and they want to get rid of. But in my opinion, you're never going to get rid of toxic fandoms. It's just built into the entire culture of K-pop, what I've seen so far. I mean, you have fans that call themselves names like Onces and Blinks and Army. It just encourages tribalism. It encourages rooting for your favorites to do better over someone else. It's something unintentional. Some people take it too far. Others know how to balance it. But you're always going to have those few that are going to take it too far. And it's just something that you're always going to see in K-pop, in my opinion. It's hard to like different groups when, you're labeled and forced to root and vote for them on shows. And actually, I think shows are a good idea, but it's just something that's just going to be built in the culture. There's just going to have some people that are going to take it too far. Live singing. Well, that's a touchy subject. Is an artist more or less talented because they sing over pre-recorded tracks? No, not at all. They are just as talented. It's been proven time and time again that even the best singers, while singing and dancing, can't keep a steady tone. It's just not natural to sing while jumping and spinning and adjusting and all these other things you have to do when you're dancing in formation. It's just something that's an impossibility. Even the greatest artists out there, they don't dance and sing at the same time. But with K-pop, dancing is just so much of a part of what the artists do. They do way more dancing than Western culture artists do, just by leaps and bounds. From the beginning of the song to the end of the song, there's a choreography for it. So does that keep them from breaking out in the Western world? I don't know. Maybe not. But it's just something I see argued over constantly. Who can't sing? Who can sing? Who's got great vocals? Who doesn't have great vocals? It really just doesn't really matter. They're putting on a show, and all of them put on a show, regardless whether they can belt out a tune live or a cappella, or whether they can do it over a track or even in a music video. So just throw all of that aside. All of these people are very talented. They have singing ability. They have dancing ability. I would like to see their voices taken care of a little bit better. That's just been something that I've found out through many watching of tutorials, that lots of K-pop producers really don't take care of the artist's voice. They don't really cultivate them to sing for long periods of time over long periods of their career. So if they instilled better habits, their voices might last longer. But knock it all down. They're all talented. This one is less of an unpopular opinion and just more of a observation as a new K-pop fan. I love positions in groups. It just sets everybody's role. Who's the rapper? Who's the lead singer? Who's the sub vocalist? Who's the visual? Who's the youngest? Who's the oldest? The maknae? All those things are just something that I just loved when I first started getting into K-pop. Knowing each member's group and their position, it really kind of brought a togetherness to the group, like they're a team and they all had their own parts to play. It's something that, I wish I could see a little bit more in the Western world. This next one is more of a rant. I was watching a YouTube video the other day and it was just saying how international fans just don't matter. We don't count. And K-pop really shouldn't pay attention to us at all. Just be successful in Asia and that's pretty much it. And I just think that's just stupid. To even say something like that turns off other fans. Why would you want to turn off other fans? It just doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe it was the YouTuber was thinking some animosity that some groups are trying to be popular overseas and maybe lessening themselves. That could be anything further from the truth. Fans over here in the West consider a group popular, a US group popular, if they can go overseas and be successful. That's one thing to be successful in the United States, but it's also another thing to be successful overseas and in Asian countries and in Latin countries and in European countries. That's when a group truly transcends. They've become a megastar. They're not considered megastars until their music is heard all around the world. So I don't know what this person was even talking about. Just because we can't vote in shows and buy albums straight from album stores in the rack and we'd have to order it online doesn't make us any less important. It doesn't make K-pop groups shameful for trying to appeal to us. And that doesn't mean making your songs 90% English. I don't listen to K-pop to hear English words. I listen to K-pop to hear Korean. And maybe some English sprinkled in. But, it doesn't have to be. Anyway, I like K-pop and I'm falling in love with K-pop for what K-pop is. The multi-genre, very diverse, different music that I don't hear over here. So, hopefully, they'll continue to pay attention to us, because all stands matter. Anyway, that was my quick, unpopular opinions of a new K-pop stan. I might come out with a little bit more, but this one was just playing around. Kind of see what sticks to the wall. If you like the video, like it. Subscribe to the channel. I got some reaction videos. I have some top 10 videos. Take care of yourself. And thanks for watching.